The Ovie of Owu Kingdom in Delta State, His Royal Majesty Clement Ikolo, wanted for the gruesome murder of 17 soldiers on a peacekeeping mission in Okwama, Delta State, has surrendered to the police in Asaba. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, goodwill messages have continued to pour in for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as he turns 72. The president had asked that his birthday be celebrated low-key without the usual fanfare because of the present mood in the country, the killing of officers and men of the army and police in Delta State, and the spate of insecurity across the country. In spite of this, members of his cabinet and some of his political associates have taken the opportunity to acknowledge the president's efforts at ensuring good governance and improving the livelihood of Nigerians. Notable among the well-wishers are former President Muhammadu Buhari, Speaker of the House of Representatives Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, and his deputy Honorable Benjamin Kalu, among others. At number 2, the federal government has approved the upgrade of the Federal Medical Center Birnin Kebbi to a teaching hospital, a move aimed at expanding healthcare services in Kebbi State. The hospital's management, led by Dr. Aliyu Hamza Balarabe, welcomed the decision and pledged full support for its success. The upgrade will allow medical students from the Federal University, Birnin Kebbi, to use the facility for their medical practicals and other health professional needs. With this upgrade, the hospital's referral level has been increased to meet the standards of a higher tertiary referral center. Malam Abdul Muminu Bawa Yauri, the hospital's public relations officer, reiterated the hospital's commitment to providing support and carrying out official duties diligently in its new capacity as a federal university teaching hospital. At number 3, the Ovie of Owu Kingdom in Delta State, His Royal Majesty Clement Ikolo, wanted for the gruesome murder of 17 soldiers on a peacekeeping mission in Okwama, Delta State, has surrendered to the police in Asaba and was flown to Abuja. The Delta State Police Command handed over the king to the Nigerian Army. The commanding officer, 63 Brigade, Nigerian Army Asaba, and the Delta State Police Commissioner escorted him to the Asaba International Airport. The plane departed Asaba Airport tarmac at about 9:10 a.m. to Abuja. At number 4, the first public relations officer Olumoyiwa Adejobi has advised against confronting a cultist alone unless adequately prepared. The force PRO said this while responding to a question from an ex-user on how to handle threats from a cultist. He underscored the importance of being sure of the cultist's identity and suggested reporting the threat or forming a group to address it. Adejobi stressed the need for consistency, firmness, and steadfastness when dealing with such threats, highlighting the importance of not sitting on the fence. At number 5, officials of the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Corps have arrested 63 individuals for crossing highways without using pedestrian bridges and engaging in street trading. The arrests were made across various locations, including Oshodi-Oke, Ile-Epo, Ikoyi, Victoria Island, and Ajah. The Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources Commissioner Tokunbo Wahab stated that those arrested have been charged to court for prosecution by the Lagos State Environmental Sanitation Protection Law 2017. At number 6, the national power grid has recorded another collapse, plunging homes and businesses in the country into blackout. Power generation plummeted from 2,984 megawatts to 0 megawatts, leaving millions without electricity. Despite efforts to restore power, only minimal levels of electricity were available, with figures hovering around 76.7 megawatts to 283 megawatts, far below the country's average demand of 4,000 megawatts. This marked the 4th grid collapse this year. The public affairs manager of TCN, Ndidi Mba, said the grid collapsed 6:28 p.m. and that the southern part has been fully restored, while the eastern and northern part have been partially restored. However, restoration is still ongoing. She was, however, silent on the cause of the incident and the extent of impact in terms of numbers. At number 7, Owodunni Ibrahim, known as Pram Boy, and a childhood friend of late singer Mohbad, has filed a petition against Mohbad's widow, Wunmi, for alleged false accusations and threats to life. Mohbad, a signee on the Malian Records owned by Naira Marley, passed away at 27, raising public concerns about the circumstances of his death. Prime Boy, who was also declared wanted by the police, visited the State Criminal Investigation Department with Ayobami Fisayo, challenging Wunmi to reveal the truth about her late husband's death. The petition, filed by Alexim Law Associates, accuses Wunmi of using state CID operatives to coerce false confessions from Prime Boy regarding Mohbad's death. Meanwhile, Wunmi has raised alarm over threats to her and her son Liam, urging Mohbad's father, Joseph Aloba, to obtain a court order for a DNA test. She accused some individuals of threatening them daily and restricting their freedom. At number 8, the Banyana of South Africa is set to travel to Abuja next Monday for their 2024 Olympic Games qualifier against Nigeria. Led by coach Desiree Ellis, the team began preparations at the Turks High Performance Center in Pretoria. They will depart Pretoria on Monday and arrive in Abuja on the same day, where they will be joined by their foreign-based players. The first leg of the qualifier will take place on 5th April in Nigeria, with the return leg scheduled for 9th April at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria. The winner will advance to compete in Group C at the Paris game. At number 9, Leicester City women's team has terminated the contract of their first team manager, Willie Kirk, for breaching the team's code of conduct. Kirk's last match was a 4-0 defeat to Chelsea, after which an internal process began, leading to his dismissal. Assistant coach Jennifer Foster and first team coach Stephen Kirby have been managing the team in Kirk's absence, guiding them to a 2-0 victory in the FA Cup quarter-final. Kirk's departure comes amid allegations of a relationship with the player, although details have not been disclosed. Leicester City confirmed Kirk's dismissal after an extensive internal disciplinary process. Foster and Kirby will continue to lead the team until a permanent replacement is appointed. Finally, at number 10, a bus carrying passengers to an Easter festival in South Africa veered off a bridge, plunging nearly 200 feet into a ravine and bursting into flames, resulting in the death of at least 45 passengers. The bus was en route from Botswana to the town of Moria for a popular Easter pilgrimage when the tragic accident occurred. Despite the devastation, there was one survivor, an 8-year-old child, who was seriously injured and rushed to receive medical attention. The crash, believed to be caused by the driver losing control, has prompted an ongoing investigation, with authorities working to identify and retrieve the bodies of the victims, many of whom were burned beyond recognition. The Minister of Transport, Sindisiwe Chikonga, has expressed her condolences to the families of the victims and plans to visit the crash site. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.